I was like, when they go, they go. And usually it was like a year or two. And at that point, it's like, all right, you need a new bra anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Same. I'm not going to hand wash them, but I also am not going to not wash them. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I find it crazy when some girls are like, you wash your bras? And I'm like, oh, you're one of those.
You're one of those. You're nasty.
It's a one side or another. So that's why I wanted to ask, because it's such a split down the middle. It's like pineapple on pizza or...
Wow.
You're normal. You know?
Okay,
like, that's the difference.
Yeah.
So I was curious. Like,
that's so
do you wash
funny.
your bras?
No, yeah, I do. I've always washed my bras. I wash my sports bras too. Yeah, same thing. Every like 2 days I wash because I have 3 of these.
Right.
People are like, you have to wear that. I mean, I know they're probably joking. You have to wear that every day for a month. How does that smell? And I'm like, I'm not wearing it.
And you have multiple
every day. Yeah, like I'm
like, you gave me what? 2 of these?
I gave you 2 of
those. You gave me 2 of these.
And I got 3 because when I got them done, she said, or the surgeon said, buy a sports bra in the size that you are currently and a sports bra in a size larger. So I got a small and I got a medium.
Why do you need one in the size currently?
Because in case that fits. Because sometimes depending on how big the boobs are, like they just want to make sure like how big of an implant you get, what it's going to look like. Like some girls are like, I can wear all of my same bras. They just fit better. I tried on some of my old bras. It's comical. They don't even, it's ridiculous.
You probably got crazy like under boob, side boob popping out.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, a lot of people are into that.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. Like it covers this much a little bit. The rest of the side's poking out and it's like comes right up under my nipple. There's like no way.
I've never understood the girls who will wear like bikinis like this much and it'll just be covering their nipple. Yeah. I'm like, how do you do anything?
You can't move
in a bikini like that. And they'll just be out like at the beach. I'm like, how?
Do you think they use booby tape and they're like not swimming?
To like keep it in place?
Yeah.
I don't think they're that smart. I think that if you're going to wear something that skimpy, you're probably okay with a nip slip.
I guess, yeah, maybe.
I know. Because it's like, oh, I'm a size double D. Let me wear like an A or a B. Like there are girls that wear little bikinis like that. It's crazy.
They're like very tight. Oh, the method is simple. Instead of trying to lower the strings behind you and the top string at your neck, make a crossbody pattern. Oh, I've heard of that before. Yeah. Where you tie it across in the back so you get more coverage and you get more like support with the bra.
Just to give you guys an update, Nick just pulled up how to keep boobs in a bra on Google. So that's what we were just looking at.
In a bikini.
In a bikini. It's all the same crap.
But I know what one you're talking about. You're talking about the little tiny triangles. I feel like at that point, just go topless. Find a topless beach and hang out topless there.
Well, I mean, last week we did say they're all the gross people that hang out at nude beaches, though, so maybe not.
We need to bring hot people back to the nude beaches.
Yes. Andrew, pizza and pepperoni is my favorite. What's your favorite pizza? Mine is pizza and extra pepperoni, or pizza and like extra cheese, or a combination of the two. Cheese and pepperoni. Like, I just love plain pizza or pepperoni pizza.
I'm a simple gal. I'm exactly the same. Either cheese pizza or pepperoni, although I do love a good pepperoni and black olive. That's like another favorite of mine, yeah.
I do also like a pepperoni and sausage, or pepperoni sausage super soft, something like that. Like some of the restaurants can do like the meatsas, and like I'll get down to a meatza.
Oh, that sounds so good. Jim Mosley, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello. Ow, hi. I'm like whacking this.
Andrew Xia is looking like a sexy yoga instructor.
And he wants to see Jenna topless.
Well,
I love Andrew's messages back to back.
I've already been asked. So OnlyFans has officially verified and up and running.
You're good to go?
Thank goodness.
Okay, good. How long did it take? Did it take a long time?
It took 4 or 5 tries to get verified, and I emailed some people, and I was, Dialect stuffed crust pizza.
With onions, black olives, and sometimes jalapeno. Good.
Stuffed crust pizza gets me. Like, you want to put me over? Just get me some stuffed crust, man.
I like stuffed crust pizza, but I can't have too much of it. I prefer a plain crust, but I'll still go for some stuffed crust pizza. I mean, it's cheese and bread. It's great. Like, how can that be bad? But I think I'd rather have that separate and then my regular pizza crust.
Maybe I should do like pictures of like my, because you know how I used to be into like my like sexual fantasies at one point was like food. Do you think I should for like the OnlyFans do like me like stomping and like sexualizing food on my feet?
Yeah. There's
like, are people into that? Would you guys like be into that?
100%. I feel like there are feet people out there that love when you step on stuff and like scrunch stuff between your toes.
See, I just know like lotion stuff. I'm still basic. Like I'm not, you know,
You're
still
dipping a
testing the
toe
water.
in, so to speak.
Literally. Yeah, pun intended.
Yeah.
So I've already been asked, though. It's like, oh, do you do this? Do you do this? Can I have nude photos? I'm like, no, please. I'm sorry.
You already said you should write it in your bio because it makes it a
God.
lot easier being like, I don't do nudes. If you ask me for nudes, I'm either not going to answer or I'm going to block you.
Oh, my God.
Like, you said that the last time you were on here.
Here's the thing. I don't know where some of these people came from.
True,
Because, like, I saw their names, and they're not people. Like, some people are not from... like names that I recognize, unless they just change their username, but like a bunch of numbers and letters to an actual name. It could have just been that.
That happens a lot too.
But I was like, who the hell are you? Like, who is this? Like, who are these
It could
people?
just be, someone that knows you or like from social media or something like that for sure. Put that in your bio. I was super careful when I first started, and it's still in my bio, even though I've dabbled more and more, that said I don't do full nudity. So when people say something to you, you can just be like, look, it says it in my bio. Like, learn to read, you jackass.
I was polite about it because I still just have my
because you don't have anything in your bio. That's different.
Like, I think,
it's
oh my
fine if
God,
someone
do you want,
asks,
so my original bio, the first time I did OnlyFans, was like a cute little thing, and I forgot what it was, because obviously I had to remake the whole profile, and and it took like 4 or 5 times to get verified, as I was saying. So I emailed them, and they were like, oh, when you're holding up your license, you're like covering the corner with your finger. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
The corner, because I was holding it like this, that's why you kept denying me?
That's so silly.
So my bio now is similar to the last one. I had to, rework it because I couldn't remember. But it's roses are red, violets are blue. I have cute feet. Let me give you a treat. Send me a message and I will teach you a fun lesson. Come and worship my feet and let me make you feel complete.
I like it. It rhymes. That's a very nice poem.
Yeah, that's the Juna J OnlyFans bio.
I love it. So you could just put a little asterisk on the bottom saying this is a foot account only. Please don't ask me for nudes. And I think that'll at least help. Like with when people are like, you're like, look, sorry, it says in my bio, or please go read my bio. Gosh. You can make it makes it easier. I've
been like obviously doing some tickling videos as well, like feet tickling videos. And I was trying to come up with
content.
Right, because I have personally never like done one up until recently. I just, same thing, didn't have experience. So like, okay, trying to figure out what it is. Someone sent me some inspiration and everything. So now I'm doing another one, Local Hero.
Oh, thank you so much for the super chat.
And for the compliment of my jawline.
You were talking about how you've always been
insecure. Because someone said,
which is crazy.
It looks like a triangle, and they wanted to punch me in the face in high school. And ever since then, I thought it was snatched, and then it just killed. Like it's just that one person made me insecure about it.
They're such idiots. You have, first of all, you have an amazing jawline.
I always felt after that it looked so manly. Like I just felt manly. Wow.
Hey, Lord,
thank you so much.
Yeah,
this made my night.
That guy is an idiot. Not that guy. That guy's a genius.
Or a girl, because it was an anonymous thing.
Wait. That told you that about your jaw?
Yeah.
How was that an anonymous thing?
They like wrote it on like some page that I had as like an anonymous person, saying every time they pass me in the hallway, my jawline's so like triangular, they want to punch me in the face.
What is wrong with people?
I was like, what?
They're idiots. And your jawline's amazing. Wow, people are so dumb.
So the tickling stuff. I've come up with a list of things that I wanted to do fun, because I'm goofy, right? So I felt like, what are things to tickle Jenna's feet with that'll actually work?
What do you got?
Someone recommended hairbrush. Okay, common. Good. Liked that.
Got it.
Popsicle stick. Fine. Some car keys. We can get behind it. This is a lot of this stuff now is like all random stuff I came up with. Sticks from outside. Like getting sticks.
Isn't a stick from outside very similar to a popsicle stick?
It could be. Spaghetti. And my thought behind it was like, you break up the spaghetti and you like rub it against
dry spaghetti. You're not rubbing like wet noodles on your feet. Okay. I'm just making
that in
sure.
My food video.
Oh my god.
Okay, the other one was a fork. That was very, like mainstream.
I can see a fork being good.
Q-tips. That one was really ticklish.
Okay, I'm surprised.
Bobby pins make sense. A makeup spoodle makes sense. Here's the bizarre one that is so funny to me. Top of a pineapple. I bought a pineapple this week that is not ripe enough, and the top of the pineapple is so flippin' fierce, and I was like, I'm gonna tickle myself with the top of a pineapple.
Did it work or did it hurt?
So I haven't done the official video yet, but from what I've gathered in my research alone, it's been interesting. Jim!
Jim, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
You're not manly. That person's a moron.
It was high school, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, high school kids are idiots, but...
So, are your feet very ticklish?
Yes and no. It depends. Depends
on the object.
It depends on the object. It also depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes I'm not ticklish at all, and sometimes I'm super ticklish. It just depends, and there's no rhyme or reason, and I don't know why. Like, sometimes Nick will tickle me, and I'm like dying, and then other times I'm like nothing.
Honestly, I'll have those days, because sometimes, and recently, my feet have not been ticklish up until recently. Don't know what it is. The last 2 months, all of a sudden, my feet became ticklish.
Maybe when you're using different, like you said, different stuff too, like certain things.
Well, this has just been like Eric tickling me.
Interesting.
It's gone from like not ticklish to wow, like my feet tickle now. Like interesting. Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do got titties.
I'm so excited for the top of the pineapple thing. I just like if there's one like random thing to do in a video, it's like this girl's really
top
using
of a pineapple.
Try it.
Definitely try a feather. I've heard those are very ticklish.
I've heard so too, but I don't know. Like I'm gonna have to go in the yard and search for one.
I bet you could find one at a craft store.
Yeah.
I bet if you went to a craft store, they'd have cheap feathers. Oh my gosh.
I'll let you know how it is though. Like when we go full stream with the pineapple.
I like it. You know what else you should do? You should film yourself getting a pedicure. I know that that's super popular. I know a lot of people like that.
I was going to at some point do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like backhand, I love you for thinking I have abs. I haven't been able to work out in 3 weeks, and I absolutely have not been eating well. I'm the worst. When I get thrown off
she's
of
literally so hot, and she's like...
I didn't say I was ugly. I said I am gaining weight and I'm getting a little chunky and I'm not happy about it. I haven't been able to work out in 3 weeks. And every time when I'm the worst with this because my routine gets thrown off. And then I just like, no matter what I'm saying in my mind, like, well, if you eat normally, you'll still be fine. I always like, and I'm a stress eater. So if I like get stressed or anything like that, I start eating. And anyway, my diet hasn't been great and I haven't been able to work out in 3 weeks. Today is the first day that I went back to the gym. I can't lift anything, but I can do cardio. So
okay.
I got my 10th. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
I got my 10,000 steps in, and then Nick and I also went to the park and went on like I can't even call it a hike. It's a walk, but it was a long walk.
Right,
so,
a little nature walk.
Yeah,
You're getting your Sunny D in.
Yeah, so that felt really good.
Nick, can you do a little scroll up, please?
We did get another super chat.
From Brent.
Hi,
hey,
B-Shrek. Oh, I swear to God. B-Shrek, why do you hate me? Why do you hate me?
Pineapple on pizza.
Why do you want to do it?
One of my ex-boyfriends, he was like my first actual boyfriend in high school. He ate pineapple on pizza, and I remember he made me try it, and I was like, it's good for 2 bites. Like I can eat it with 2 singular bites, and then after that, I'm like, I just can't eat it anymore.
Thank you,
it's not like it's bad. It's just one of those foods you got 2 bites in you.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it with every fiber of my being. I hate
I don't like it either.
I hate fruit mixed with anything savory. I know some people eat like fruit and cottage cheese together. I also despise that. Anything fruit and salads, fruit and cheese. I don't like fruit with anything.
Salads, but not fruit in salad.
Yes, exactly. Fruit salads are delightful because it's just all fruit.
Okay, here's the one thing. Do you know what's actually pretty good in like a salad? If you do like some greens with like a nutty salad and stuff.
Nuts are great in fat salad.
Pomegranate can add because it's so small and it adds like a berry burst depending on what salad. Like I like it if you're eating pomegranate with like nuts and then some sort of green and stuff, but like you're not putting on blue cheese or something random on it. It's got to be like a light, balsamic. Airy something. Yeah,
got to be like a balsamic dressing.
Exactly. Yeah. Like something more acidic that like balances the pop of flavor.
Yeah, I agree. That I would maybe try that. I know they used to have those salads with the mandarin oranges on it. And I've gotten those a couple of times, and I just end up eating the mandarin oranges really quick off the salad and then putting the dressing on and eating the actual salad. But, like, I hate it.
What are you guys, since we're on the food topic, what are you doing for Easter? Probably not much, right?
No,
Nothing?
I'm going to stream. I'm streaming on Easter. I definitely am not, like, doing any more eating because I have to stop. Oh, my God. Shut up, Nick. I was getting very lean, and I was really happy with it.
So fat, right?
I didn't say I was fat. I just softened up a lot. I had almost abs.
It's called skinny fat. That's what Eric calls it. When like you're skinny, but you're not muscular, and you just kind of got like, you know.
My muscles
I've got a little bit
there.
of skinny fat right here, just a wee bit.
Nick has his moobs. Nick has moobies. I should have brought him in and been like, hey, give me some fat from his moobs also to boost mine. And I'll have some extra titty. Apparently you can do that.
Do like a skin graft of Nick's boobs.
Yeah. We could. Apparently girls do that when they get implants as well. If they want to like boost it and add a little bit of cleavage on the inside here, they'll get a fat transfer along with the boobs.
Wow.
With the implants. Yeah.
Dang. Oh my god, B-Shrek, I'm not fat, I'm big boned. That was so irritating when I was younger and people would say that. I remember my next door neighbor.
It's Cartman, right? Yeah.
Okay, well my next door neighbor is not smart enough to like do this at the time, but she was just bigger. And she would just say to me all the time, now like I'm talking like at that time like double my size, like 2 of me.
Okay. All fat?
Yes.
Yeah.
All fat. And she would just be like, oh no, like Jenna, I'm just big boned. Like it's not actually all fat. And I remember we were 13 or 14. She looks at me, she goes, no, I just have like thicker bones than you do in baby fat.
I bet
I looked at her and I was like, what? But even if your bones are thicker and bigger than mine, it's not like it's going to make you a fat person or like add that much
No, you'll
weight.
just look a little thicker.
Isn't it like only a few ounces, if anything, that bone adds? Isn't it like the most insignificant?
That I don't know. I do know that.
I know that it's pretty insignificant.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're going to be like 10 pounds heavier than I am.
No, I think it would just make you look like, there are people like my best friend from Hawaii. She's not fat. She's never been fat, but she's always been bigger than me.
But bigger's not being fat.
Exactly. Like she's taller and she definitely has bigger bones. She like bigger boobs and stuff, but she's always been very thin and like toned. But just bigger. And I feel like that's what having bigger bones is. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm like trying to look it up. Yeah, it's an insignificant like weight difference, but I just remember at like 14 years old, she was like, "No, like this is my baby fat." Like fully believed it, and I was just like, "Oh, that's definitely what your mom told you."
I was literally just gonna say, I was like, I bet you any much her mom told her that, like, or a parent told her that,
what your mom told
to make her feel better. Well, she could have had my dad, who was every time I came back from a camping trip with my family where I ate food that was fun, he'd be like, "Looks like you gained a few pounds there."
You know what? Her parents were the type of parents where she needed like psychotic help like really badly, but they were in denial about their kid having issues.
Oh boy.
So it spiraled out of control.
What kind of psychotic help?
As in, for a year and a half, she used to try and catfish me all the time as a kid into people that like I was actually talking to.
Wait, so catfish you how?
Like she would make accounts of my friends, of people like guys I would be dating, people I would be talking to, and people I like, and she would make these different accounts and be like, "Oh my god, hey Jenna, like just got this new account, blah blah blah," just so like I could talk to her, and she would try to get photos of me and stuff. Yeah, for a year and a half, she tried to like convince, and for a period I was like, yeah, I was a kid, I didn't know how like technology worked, but that her phone was combined with this like dude who lived down the street from us, and that like sometimes I would get this text message like from her phone, it'd be like, "Hey Jenna, it's Rob. I like my phone's combined with Brooks right now. Like I'm on parole and we do this, and I can have like my friend combine like
I'm on
parole. Crazy stories.
These are kids on parole?
No, it's like made up stuff. But so my parents
just making stuff up.
Yeah, but my parents would like go to her and be like, "Do you understand? Like your kid is doing all sorts of crazy stuff on the internet and trying to catfish like her best friend and this and that."
Oh boy.
And her parents were like, "She wouldn't do that." And my dad's like, "Here are the screenshots."
What a weirdo.
So one of them was like, "Oh, we need to take her to therapy." The father was like, "Well, we have to take," or one of them said, "We have to take this kid to therapy." And the other one was like, "No, she doesn't want to go, so we're not going to make her do that. Like, we think she's fine." Boy. And it was like,
that's not okay.
That's exactly why I stopped hanging out and ghosted you.
Yeah.
She used to like beat me up too.
She sounds delightful.
Oh my god.
What is she doing now?
What is she doing now? She is a burnout, complete burnout.
That sounds about right.
Would fail out of college, left, right, and center.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't really know. I don't care. You know, for a while I wished like bad things on her because she like really messed up a big portion or a couple big significant years of like my childhood. because she involved other people, like my
Right.
friends and crazy stuff. So like,
it's hard because you want to be the person that's the bigger person that's like, you just feel bad for them because they had this. But then when you think back to what it caused you in your own life, it's hard to feel bad because you're like, you're obviously sick, but you made my life hell. And so it's like a real catch-22. It sounds
Andrew. Aw.
Oh,
Andrew, well, we're happy you're here.
yeah. Hey.
Probably
roommate with my sister. Oh my God. I talked to my sister the other day.
Yeah,
she's doing good. She's going back to college. While in jail. She's taking some classes. There she is.
Nick said, have it cute.
Nick's like, I'm ready. She said that's the, Brent, maybe she was the one that was helping my sister. She said she's taking a sociology class now, and she has an English class the credits are gonna count towards her associate's degree, and she's
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm happy. The thing is though, it's it's easy for her to be doing things and doing well when she's in jail. It's a lot different when she gets out, and that's where my worry comes in because she has no impulse control.
Yep.
She's definitely 100%. My dad and I have talked about this. We definitely think that she's either a psychopath or a sociopath. Yeah, she's definitely a sociopath. She doesn't.
Damn.
It's tough. Like, I know that she loves us in the way of like, because we're her family, but she's the type of person, she's always been like this since she was a little girl. If it doesn't benefit her, it's not something that she's gonna do.
I've listened to like documentaries and like videos and stuff on like sociopaths, and they've literally been like, oh yeah, well, my family, like, I don't care. It's like I'm stealing all their stuff because that's their benefit to me, and I personally don't care. It's not like I want to hurt them, but I don't have feeling.
Right.
So I just know that if I steal their jewelry and sell it for drug money, that's their benefit to me, and that's why I love them. It was like crazy, and it was crazy to hear those thoughts.
The way it works.
Yeah.
I mean, and she did exactly that. Our mom died when we were really little, and she didn't leave a lot for us. My parents were super young and poor when they had us. So my sister got her wedding ring. I got this opal ring that I've had, forever. And I got her pearl necklace. So like there are some things that got divided up between the two of us, and my sister pawned her wedding ring off for drug money and then tried to tell me that it got stolen. And I was like,
and at that point, it's like, I'm sure that it meant something to you guys. And if you really wanted it, like, you probably could have paid the same amount.
I would
just to keep it.
I would have, because it was not a big expensive ring. Like I said, they were really poor. They were young. And like my mom was 17 when she had me. They were so young and they didn't have any money. And so it was like the pawn shop probably gave her like my first engagement ring that I ever got. I pawned it off and I got $50 for it. Like there's no way it was much more than that. She got like maybe $50 or $100.
Right. It's like that you could have easily just
I
been
would
like,
have given her the money.
Give me the ring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like it's just a sentimental thing. So that sucks. I'm still really like salty about that. And I wish that she would stop lying about it and stop saying, no, so and so stole it. Stole it. And I'm like, I don't believe that for a second. She was using she found in a drawer old checks from a bank account that had closed forever ago. It's a federal credit union in Hawaii that there's nowhere else. So when I moved, I closed the account, but she found a checkbook and she was trying to fraudulently cash checks and like forging my signature and stuff. And I was like, Cece, I
like from your account to her?
Yeah, from my account to her, but the checks, obviously, there was no account left. So the bank was like, no.
Damn. How did you find that out?
She told me.
Oh.
Yeah,
she was just honest about it.
She was just honest about it.
She was like, Xia, why the hell is this not going through? Xia,
no.
I did your signature and everything. I said, the money is not hitting my account. And now the bank's calling me that it's fraud. Xia, fix this.
She told me because she was on a whole being honest kick. Her first stint after she had like gone to see someone about the drugs and like it was like a rehab thing that she was doing, and this was like the first time around. She was like, they were encouraging her to be honest, so that's why she was like being honest with me. So yeah. So that's what that was. And it's I forgot where I was going with this, but my stepmom, I think I wanted to
Well, we were also talking about just like this girl, my old neighbor.
Yes,
stuff, so.
yes, that, and it also reminds me of my stepmom, who I love. It just sucks because there's like two of my stepmom. One side of her is amazing. She's like the sweetest person in the world. She'll do anything for you. She loves to see you. She's like awesome to be around. And then the other side is a fucking nightmare. And she was diagnosed with bipolar. She like drugged my dad to go to couples therapy.
Damn.
Yeah. And then the therapist was like, you're bipolar and you really need to be medicated. Yeah. And so she freaked out and like never went back. And that was the end of that.
Usually people are like that if they can't like accept.
Yeah.
I know someone right now that is struggling in a relationship with another person who is supposedly bipolar.
Okay.
But refused to like get medication and help. And it's unfortunate because this individual is absolutely incredible. And just from what like I have seen and what the rest of the family has seen and everything, it's like he thinks he's the problem for a lot of the stuff. And it's like, no, you're not the issue. Like, someone is not treating you how you should be treated.
Yeah. And
because she's not getting help that she needs, it's like I've you know, a lot of us have seen this change in kind of just personality even in this person. And it's so unfortunate because I know that he's wonderful. He's a wonderful human being.
Oh,
and just
that's
because
so sad.
and look, and I don't like know her all that well, but I'm just saying in the sense that this is what I've been told.
Right.
And I've been told that she is not open to getting help. So I'm sure that's, you know, putting an effect on things.
That's the mark of a true crazy person. They don't think they're crazy. I remember that too when I went through, oh my God. Yeah. There was one period of time in my life, it was about a year, where it was really intense, but the effects lasted. I'm still a little weird about it now. It was the weirdest thing in the world. I just had this like, I don't know if I call it a psychotic break, but like a paranoid anxiety break, where I thought there was drugs in all my food. Anything I ate or drank, my brain,
really,
yeah, like it wouldn't calm down.
Like psychedelic drugs or
anything?
What do you mean?
Weed, psychedelic drugs, acid, mushrooms, anything.
Wow.
Crack. I was like freaking out. Even if I bought store-bought food, I was like, my brain wouldn't let me relax and eat it. I was having panic attacks constantly.
Well, I mean, majority of our food is poison anyway. The amount of chemicals they put in it. So.
Yeah, but not like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like you're tripping acid when you eat some like, salad.
No,
you know,
I was
like,
convinced
salad from a thing. Jason, thanks for the compliment.
Aw. I was convinced that I was gonna like get high. I was getting dosed in my food, even though there was no logical reason for it.
I was just gonna say, have you ever had an experience like that?
No. And so it made absolutely no sense. It was like this weird, and I was having panic attacks all day. I was having panic attacks every day. It was it was really bad. I would have like 4 or 5 panic attacks a day, just throughout the day. And then my general anxiety was like here. Yeah. Like it was here, and then it would rev up to here, and then it would like.
You said this lasted for like a year?
This lasted for like a year. It was rough.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I feel like after like at least 4 months, I would go, okay, I've been freaking out for 4 months. And now here's the thing. I also don't know. I'm saying this out my butt right now because, like, I don't know what I would do in that scenario.
It's weird. You know?
Because that is a weird one. Yeah. And it's like, well, wait a second. Like, if nothing has happened up to for the last 4 months, will it happen in the future?
But that didn't matter. I knew logically it made no sense. I knew it. I would try to tell myself, like, this makes no sense. You just opened this. There's no possible way this could happen. And it was like... It wouldn't, like, I couldn't convince my brain to stop freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what logic I used on it. So eventually I started to go see a therapist because I thought I was losing my mind. I was like, I'm going crazy. They're going to lock me up. I was scared to tell anyone for a little while because I was like, I've lost it. I've completely lost it. Holy shit. This is it. I thought my life was over. And I went to go see the therapist, and she was the one that was like, look, crazy people don't think they're crazy. She's like, you're not crazy. She's like, this is just, it was a weird, like same thing happened to my cousin too. We both have very similar anxiety stuff. Not the exact same thing, but he thought that when he lost his virginity that he like had caught something that was going to kill him. And he like freaked out, wouldn't come out of his room for like a week, wouldn't eat it. It messed him up really bad. And it was a different thing, but a similar sort of thing. So like there's a lot of anxiety in my family. And it's sort of carried over to this day, but I mean, it's nowhere near what it was. I can obviously eat, but
yes.
But for like a year, all I ate was granola bars, and it was really weird.
Dang.
That was a crappy year of my life. Things started to get better.
Like it.
Things started to get better.
Yeah, I've been getting some comments on my legs. Someone peer pressured me into not peer pressured, into not wearing stockings today. So you see, I'm showing off a little bit of the cellulite.
Your thighs are beautiful.
Thanks.
Your thighs are beautiful.
Okay, you know what? I've really been, legs have been growing on me. I went to the doctor.
Okay.
And I have this new doctor. Still does absolutely nothing for long-term COVID because I have muscles and I'm 24 years old and or gonna be 24 years old. It's like, I get it, but if I had the exact same symptoms and you put an age 55 or 60 mark on me, you would try to give me medicine. But because of my age and because I work out and stuff, I'm like, they don't give me anything.
You're young and healthy, but it's not stopping the effects.
It's been 2 years.
Right.
2 years. The anniversary was March, just passed.
And they know that's what it is, but they still won't treat it?
Here's the thing. There's not like just like chronic fatigue syndrome, there's not actually treatments, but there's things that you can do and try. So I have done absolutely everything to help the energy.
Right.
I'm not as bad as I guess I used to be, but it's still the factor of I feel like I've like lost my identity. I'm an introvert now. I don't leave the house. I'm just like, I'm not myself. And I lost myself after COVID. Like I was never the same person. And all of that's because fatigue. To the point where I'll like not like to have conversations with people because it takes too much energy to talk.
Yeah.
Like I'll get like after these podcasts and stuff, even though we're sitting here doing nothing, the fact that I exert so much energy in the podcast, like I'll get out of here and be like, damn, I'm like what?
Drained.
And we just sat here and talked for an hour and a half.
Right.
But anyway, so I'm going to this doctor. Sorry, that was my little like rant. I actually joined 2 long COVID support groups.
Okay, nice.
On Facebook to try to get some other help. This sounds so silly, but as someone who's dealing with it and everyone looks at you and goes, "You're fine. Your levels are great. Your blood work's fine." I have, for the first time in 2 years, actually felt like I belong to a group. It literally sounds like I'm an addict right now in, like, the middle of an AA meeting. Like,
yeah.
I put a post in there yesterday, and I've just got nothing but, like, overwhelming amount of response. And I feel the same way. This is going to get better. This has not gotten better, blah, blah, blah. And I've, like, felt a part of something. And there have been multiple people that said, don't try to explain this to anyone else. They will look at you and never understand. Eric today, I looked at him and I was like, dude, COVID fatigue today. I know I haven't been sleeping, but it's like everything. He was like, Jenna, it's literally because you join these support pages and you're probably like reading on it and like wigging yourself out more. Which, granted, I did have a couple bad nights of sleep. I totally get that. But I'm like, it doesn't really just, like, it's not like I'm fine. Because I'm not a fine person.
I mean, if this is something that you join the group for, then
there's
a reason that you joined the group. So it's not like you weren't already experiencing these things.
And it said, like, I'm diagnosed long-term COVID patient, but they're not doing anything. Because I'm 23, 24.
So it's really just because you're young. They're like, yeah, we're not going to get...
And the fact that I work out and stuff, the only thing this new doctor said, because the person actually sold her practice, so it's a completely new doctor.
Gotcha.
He said one of the things, which I already do, is what they try to do with people who have, like, chronic fatigue, which also I think it's a line of BS, because, like, if you actually have chronic fatigue, it doesn't actually work. Mm-hmm. But I can see the science behind it. Is they'll try to make you work out way more so your endurance throughout the day is higher. The logic makes sense, but as someone and I don't have chronic fatigue. I just have COVID fatigue.
Right.
Chronic fatigue patients, like if you go to like the grocery store and walk around, you can be in bed for like 2 days after that because you just can't move.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
There's a girl I follow, Alana Pierce. She's awesome. She was in games journalist, but she was a games writer. Now she's a game developer. She writes video games for the studio that does God of War, and for some reason, I think Santa Monica Studios. Anyway, she talks about it sometimes. She has chronic fatigue syndrome.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Some people, it just will completely take your whole life away.
Yep.
At that point, it's like...
And there's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do.
You just have to try to cope as best you can. And it's tough because she talks about that. She's like, when my health gets bad or when things get bad, like, I can't get out of bed.
People think I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just am so tired at like nighttime that I'm not lazy or ignoring you. I'm just physically can't hold a conversation with you.
Right.
And that's just me.
That's not just, I mean, that's not just you. I think that's.
No, I meant not just me. I mean, as in like my physical state.
Oh,
right
gotcha,
now. Like,
gotcha. Yeah.
That's just like, I'm stuck like this. And I've been stuck like this for 2 years.
Do they talk about, I mean, I guess they don't really know because COVID's not that old, so they don't really know how long that might last.
Studies show at some point it should resolve itself.
At some point.
That is the same answer I've gotten from so many doctors.
Great. I'll mark my calendar for some point. That's super
Whatever
helpful.
someday means.
I know they don't really know, but it's like, geez.
But anyways, this doctor, that was so, sorry, I'm like having a vent sesh because it's just been a hard-ass week. Hard-ass week mentally. It really does. I was bawling my eyes out the other day to Eric about it. Bawling because I was like, I just want to be myself. And I've lost my identity to COVID.
Ugh, that's terrible.
Yeah. And like people look at me and they're like, oh, you're fine. And I'm just like, well, you don't see the hours I cry to myself or to my boyfriend that I like can't do typical stuff. I can't do typical stuff, but I just like feel like crap all the time.
Right. It's like you never feel good.
I never feel like I have energy. It's bad.
Ugh.
Anyway, so he has been giving me a bunch of exercises for my coccystinia, the tailbone issue, right? It's actually been helping a lot.
Oh, good.
So,
well, that's something,
it's like
I guess.
actually, because every other person told me it's like just an uncurable... Same thing, another thing, just will occasionally go away or might not go away or, you know, so it's like
cool.
Just try not to like fall. I'm like, thank you for that. But he's been giving me a lot of stretches and he's been doing like very thorough like exams and stuff on me. And the stretching has been like really good, like stuff specifically for my like pelvic bone and whatnot.
That's good. That's good. At least that's one plus.
Yeah, Eric told me I've been
lining.
doing the hack squat machine at the gym, which is the first squat, any sort of squat movement that I can do without it hurting.
Good.
So I'm not doing any sort of like squats or anything, but I've just been doing that, some hip thrusts on the hip thrust machine, and then all regular like small machines.
Good.
And it's been growing on me.
That's
legs
good.
for the first time because it doesn't hurt me has been like, okay, like we're gonna do legs at the gym. Fine.
You're like,
it's
leg day
not like
now.
I'm pouting through leg day anymore. I'm like, I can hack squat. That's so nice.
It's so sad because I want to use the hack squat machine, but I guess
face it.
So I don't know if that's will make a difference. I'll try, but I guess maybe because my shoulders are more narrow or it's narrower. I don't know. It sits so far out on my shoulders and it hurts really bad and it sucks. Like it's not where it needs to be.
So I face it because for me it's safer for like my pelvic, and then I grab it and then I just basically go like, I lead with my hips, honestly. Like I just like squat and it's almost like I'm sitting in a chair. Like for me, the motion instead of an actual squat, it's like a chair sit.
Like a chair sit,
when
which
you're
is, I
facing
mean,
it.
that's
So,
good though.
Yeah,
that's
and it's
kind of how
been
you're supposed to be
working.
squatting.
And I'm like, oh, I finally am doing something with my life at the gym.
I'm doing something with my life. I can do hack squats.
Oh, finally.
That's, I don't know, maybe I'll try to face. I don't know if that'll make a difference. It's just the stupid thing is too wide. It's not.
I also will put my like sweatshirt, like I'll take off my sweatshirt and like put it around the machine and stuff.
Maybe that'll help. I also need to get James Lynch, thank you so much for the super chat. At some point it will resolve itself, and in the long run we are all dead. There's the silver lining.
Yes. And did you notice Rob just go, okay, everyone with the stockings, Rob just goes, no stockings. Jason said non-stocking form. Maybe I shouldn't wear stockings anymore. No, you guys are growing my confidence so much. It has been warm out. You know, I keep going like this. I have freaking shorts on underneath this. Like, I'm concerned that people are going to see my underwear.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're good.
Actually, this is underwear.
Well, but
These
it's men's underwear.
Men's boxers is what I'm wearing right now. I'm like, oh, they can't see my men's boxers.
I haven't tried a towel backhand, but I totally will. Maybe I should bring a towel. Oh, that's right. I finally have a boob account on Twitter.
What do you mean a boob account?
Someone made an account called XiaLand's boobs.
Aww, that's so sweet.
I've been waiting for that forever.
Oh, it's like a boob fan page?
It's like a boob fan page.
My heart.
I'm so happy.
Dang.
There it is. XiaLand's new boobs.
Oh, I love this.
It's been like 3 days.
For a second I thought those were donuts in the corner, but at Darth Mode sucks.
I definitely can't wait until I can actually post some things that show my boobs off more than just that.
Boobs. She goes, hi, I'm Xia News Boobs. Oh my god. Please love the way I love pekkas.
And kudos.
And kudos. That's something you would say, yes. My pronouns are big effing tits.
Under Zia's chin. That's where I'm located. Under Zia's chin.
Oh my god, look at the following on this page.
I know. This was like 3 days.
Like, oh, okay, like 10 little followers. Like, girl, you got some followers on this
Like 3 days.
That's more people than I know.
It's amazing. So excited.
Dang.
Chrissy Mayer's boobs also follows me. Yes. Chrissy, my friend Chrissy, has a boob account too.
Oh my god.
And I was always like, that's
you
so
have the best
awesome.
fans.
I love him. I love him so much. And Chrissy Mayer's boobs, that account page is like, I've never met him, but I think they might know I think they know who it is, but I don't know who it is. But he's been following me. He interacts all the time. He's like, he's so nice. He's the coolest guy ever. I love it. I love it.
That's so kind. Oh.
But Darth mode, I don't know. But apparently the boob account hates you. There's Chrissy's boobs. Chrissy's boobs has like 10,000 followers, I think now. How many followers is that?
Like 1,000.
Oh, that's not it then. I follow them.
9,000.
Oh, 9,000. I was going to say, yeah. I was like, that's not right. Yeah, 9,000.
Holy crap.
215. Look at Chrissy's boobs. They're lovely. Chrissy Mayer's boobs win.
Wow.
Aww.
Good for your guys'
fun.
boobs. That's like,
I'm excited.
oh my god. I'm not on Twitter, but like if I was on Twitter, I'd be like retweeting everything from that. Everyone go follow my sister-in-law's boobs.
Look at her boobs. Look at them. Someone, it was, I went into the city yesterday I was on Real Ass Podcast in the morning, which was always fun. I fucking love Zach. I love Lewis too. Lewis is great. But like there's a special place in my heart for Zach.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Not to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I've noticed that you've been cursing a lot, and Nick hasn't said anything. Have we just been like giving up on the?
Yeah, well, also YouTube is laxed on their stuff. Nick's saying they're not lax, but we've been very quickly. They've not been limiting us.
I'll still try to refrain because as soon as you get my mouth going, I'm like, F this, F that, F this person. Yeah, so I will continue to refrain. I was just curious if that was like we just didn't care anymore.
I'm so over YouTube. They're so stupid. And they're also, it doesn't matter what we say during the show, they're gonna limit us anyway because sexy is in the title.
Yeah, but to get it
We've been getting
Yeah, but they run the AI through it, and if you're cursing a bunch, then they'll leave it. Like there's a bunch of shows I couldn't get.
Ugh, it's annoying.
Look at Nick's long hair. It's all salt and pepper.
I told him he looks like an elf with his long hair. He looks like an elf boy. I love it.
Little Elfie.
Ha!
Little Elfie Nick is like freaking 2 times the height of me. I'm like,
no, elves aren't short. Elves are tall. I mean, I'm thinking like Lord of the Rings elves.
I for a second I'm like, what? Oh, you're thinking of what's the guy who eats all the spaghetti? It's slipping my mind right now. The elf guys. What's the elf movie? The elf.
Elf?
The elf. Yeah.
Are you talking about elf? Like
Elf,
like
the
Santa's
movie.
elves?
No, like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. That's what
Wait.
you're like. Elves are tall. I'm like, you're talking about him?
Oh, that elf. Gotcha. Yeah.
elf. It's like,
Yeah.
that's it.
No, I'm talking about like Lord of the Rings elves.
Yeah.
Not like Keebler elves.
Oh,
But you know what? We're not
I
streaming
feel like
to
I just
Rumble,
had
but
like
we
an
should.
aneurysm trying to get that one out. I'm like, what is the elf movie? What is that called? And I'm like, Jenna, it's called The Elf.
It's called Elf.
Oh.
I think that you do look a little bit like an elf boy from Lord of the Rings, and I like it. I like it a lot. There's Legolas.
They all have like
there's
3 foot
Elrond.
long hair and silver.
Yeah, well, his is getting silver, and it's getting long. It's on the way.
Yes, backhand Will Ferrell. That's exactly what I was trying to
Will
say in
Ferrell.
the middle of my aneurysm.
That's the guy. That's the guy. This is going great. Nick, do you have some stories for us?
Yeah. What's going on in your stories?
Let's just use the same ones. We did like one. You do that when you do prep.
No, I don't.
You
Should I come up with some stories off the top of my head?
Well, tell me which one.
I don't know, just anyone.
I don't know what you did last week.
Let's see.
We did which one did we do? We did one. We did the one about the vegan nude thing.
Yeah.
I know we did that one.
Let's see.
Oh, this one I picked specifically for me. Okay, look. I have to say something. I have a, what's the word I'm looking for? A confession.
Uh-huh.
I don't wash my hands when I pee at home. It's just pee, and I'm at home.
You're like a guy. Except they never wash their hands, and I'm always like, why don't you wash your hands?
I wash my hands every time I go use a public restroom, but when I'm peeing at home, I don't wash my hands. Unless if I cook, I will. I always wash my hands before I cook anyway. But I don't know. I think it's weird. And plus, I'd be washing my hands literally every 20 minutes. That's fucking crazy. I'd have the driest, worst hands in the history of the world.
I'm a germaphobe, but like, I gotta put on like 7 layers of soap.
Yeah.
I have to wash my hands all the time.
I'm the
like,
opposite.
even right now, I washed my hands before I left. And I like touched my steering wheel of my car, and I came in here, and like I will wash my hands.
I think that touching
mine like feel like it has to be washed, and I washed them an hour ago.
I think touching doorknobs and doing other stuff. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Blue Straw. Why do you have to wash your hands at all? Are you that bad at going to the bathroom? I'm not like getting piss on my hands. They're not touching anything. Like touching doorknobs is dirtier. Oh no. Ew. But anyway, so this is a girl. So that's my confession. I don't wash my hands at home when I pee, and I never will. But this girl, she's a TikToker named Sophia. She caught flack for suggesting she doesn't wash her hands after going number 1. She shared a video on the social media platform earlier this week. No, auto lock, absolutely not. That's gross. Only when I pee. And girls don't poop. Earlier this week,
I'm about to start manspread. I'm about to rip this off and start manspreading.
Just hang out in your boxers.
Should I?
Who
Do
needs
you guys
a
want to
skirt?
see me with men's boxers on?
It's hot. I like the look.
Put a yes or no in the chat.
I like the
men's
look.
Boxers and whatever I've got going up here.
I don't think anyone's gonna say no. I think I can
I'm
predict
sitting here
that.
and I'm like, my thighs are getting sweaty with these layers.
Pretty
Should
accurately.
I take them off? Will they flag us for this? Should I do it off screen and come back in?
I'll lick
Nick?
my pee fingers.
You're wearing boxers or just regular boxers?
Yeah, but I'm saying like undressing. Does YouTube flag that?
No, people do videos like that.
Oh, okay, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, boxer, please do not flag us.
Yeah, YouTube.
I can put the mugshot up.
The mugshot? Oh. Here we go. I love how boxers make your butt look.
They are like
God,
the most
they,
comfortable,
like,
and they make your
shape
butt look
your
amazing.
Booty, it's so nice. Oh my God, literally my thighs, like they were getting so sweaty.
That's why skirts
Sorry,
kind of stink
guys.
sometimes.
I sweat so much, it's so bad.
But yeah, so it has gone viral with over 660,000 views showing herself in the bathroom. Sophia got on her soapbox and explained her stance on hygiene. I'm going to expose myself because I feel like it's really weird that I do this, and I don't know if other people do this. She began in her clip. I found my soulmate, but I don't always wash my hands after I pee, especially if I'm in my own house, right? She wondered.
I guess if it's your own house.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, no one's touching your stuff.
No one's touching my stuff. It's my own pee, and it's not getting on my hands. She's cute.
I mean, I guess if it's your own house, it's like whatever. You do you in your own place.
I know how to pee in a way that doesn't make a mess on myself, she added. Yeah, I'm not peeing on myself. She then went on to discuss her practices, like what she does when she has friends over at her house. Okay, this is hilarious. I do this thing. Hey, if it's someone's pee, it's Nick's pee. It's not my pee. I do this thing where if I have guests over and I go to pee, I'll turn my sink on and pretend to wash my hands.
I hate when girls do this. I effing hate it. It gets me angry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my
Will.
God.
I would never do that.
Some girl once did this to me. I was at a bar and like we were all in the bathroom and I was the only one who washed my hands. And one girl looks at me, she goes, "Oh my God, Jenna, you're so good. You wash your hands after you like use the bathroom." I'm like, we're at a restaurant bar. I'm like, what? It's like everything you touch,
would.
and then you're eating like food. Like we were all eating dinner. I was like, what do you like? What? So I didn't say anything because I didn't really know these people all the well at the time.
Yeah.
So I wasn't not about to start some tea in the thing. So some girl then proceeds to go over to the sink, turn it on, go like this, and not put her hands in the water.
That's
she
weird.
Went, I'll just pretend. I'm like, don't do it then.
That's
don't
weird.
do it. If I'm gonna be the only person that will wash my dirty digits after using a public restroom. Y'all are nasty.
Also,
it gets me livid, Zia. I can't believe it.
Who is she pretending for? You could clearly see that she wasn't washing her hands, so she's pretending for what?
She was like, if my back's turned, maybe they will. Because they all thought, they literally said to me, Jenna, you're so good, you washed your hands. And I was like, yeah, I just used the bathroom, touched the door. Like, I got, like, mozzarella sticks at the table.
Yeah,
you know, back, like, waiting for me, calling my name. Like, I'm not about to walk out there. I'm funny, too. When I walk to a restaurant, I do the surgical, like, stance. I'll wash my hands, open with the door, and you'll see me walking through, like, going like this. And everyone's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I wash my hands and I'm about to use finger food. Like, nothing can touch me.
Oh, that's funny. I'm not quite that bad.
I have to keep them in the air. Nothing can touch my hands. And if I touch something, fork and knife.
Okay, I'm not
like
that bad.
I'm Nazi when it comes to public food.
Oh no, I'm not that bad at all. I wash my hands even if I pee in a public restroom. I wash my hands because you're touching doorknobs.
I hope you would.
Yeah, no, anywhere in public, the gym, restaurants, anything in public, I always wash my hands. I only don't wash them when I'm at home.
Girl, you just raised my heart, my blood pressure.
Getting so worked up.
This whole thing just raising the blood pressure of the germaphobe.
Jenna's freaking out. But I'm also like, when I open the door, I'll use a tissue to open the door when I come out of the bathroom. But after that, I'm like normally touching things and it's fine. So I'm not that bad, but I do wash my hands always.
Daniel, everyone's like, we stand with Jenna. We no longer stand with Jenna. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God, yeah. So I think that's funny that she pretends to wash her hands when her friends are over. Like, just give up the farce. Don't pretend. Don't pretend.
Just don't do it or do it. It's a 50-50. You're like, I'm just going to cheat 80% of the way.
Thank you, B-Shrek. Right. Thank you, B-Shrek. I can 100% see why women don't wash their hands at home. They don't have to grab something that's been sweating all day. I'm not touching.
Unless you got bad toilet paper and when you wipe, it bleeds through the toilet paper on your hand. When I say bleeds, I meant like it's
the
pee.
pee.
Like
yeah, that's gross. Then you gotta wash.
Happened. Like, I know, like, if you got just bad toilet paper or some of the septic safe toilet paper, if you're on septic and you need the like degradable one, unless you're using like a crap ton of toilet paper, which like I hope we all know the good amount of toilet paper to use. You know, sometimes it'll just like go through the thing and you're like, damn, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah,
then I'm real scrubbing. I'm like, I peed on my hands.
Well, I'm not that freaked out about it, but I'll still wash them. If I get pee on my hands, I'll wash them. Yeah. But that almost never happens. I know how to pee where I don't get pee on my hands. I don't know.
You won't take a Tylenol.
Hey, I took Tylenol for a week, Nick. I took Oxy. I took oxycodone. Don't you give me your crap and Valium. How dare you? I would and a whole round of antibiotics. And I only had one panic attack. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Son of a bitch. I like Didlotic's logic here. I wash my hands before peeing. I don't want to get the whole world on my pecker.
They recommend that for girls.
Yeah. I do that at the gym.
You don't get like infections and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do that at the gym.
At the gym, I 100% do that at the gym.
Ooh. Always wash my hands before I pee because I'm touching weights that everyone else. You can get staph at the gym.
Millions of just dead and beefed up skin cells covering everything.
Oof, no.
It's Chewy.
Chewy.
Hey, Chewy.
Hi, Chewy. You can always show mad love to your girls. He's so sweet. He always does this. Aww. I don't know who Tori and Erica are, but mad love to them. Mad love to them, Chewy.
Mad love to the girls. We love every female here.
Girls.
We love every man here. We're just inclusive, guys. Come on. Tori and Erica, get in here.
Get all the people. Let's go.
Human hands carry an average. You hear how just the average
hands.
3,200 different germs, which can be harmful. I sure hope it is harmful.
I'm pretty sure that my immune system is so good because I grew up eating dirt and sand, and let me just tell you, and bacteria and camping with no hand washing.
You know, people do tell me because I grew up, because my mom cleaned everything.
My dad did not.
Yeah, so my mom was like, we clean every inch of this house all the time. So, like, the house was spotless when my mom was there. Everyone always says, like, I probably have such a bad immune system because, like, I grew up with no germs. And then it proceeded to, as my mom left and everything got dirty, I went on the other side, like, where she is, and I was like, it's got to be clean. And I am, like, one of those anti-germ peoples.
That's kind of how Nick is, actually. Although he's gotten better with germs, I think, over time.
You know,
when I first met him, he was worse.
I've gotten a little better with germs, too.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe like over time you get a little more comfortable with it.
You do.
COVID made me a little worse with it. I didn't used to give a fudge.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
COVID sent me off. Like, I didn't actually like care all that much because I thought I was invincible until I got it and then like almost died. And then I was like, oh, I'm not invincible. That's cool.
You're like, oh, I can die? Damn it.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
that stinks. Yeah, I've never worried about germs or cared about germs. I grew up too much in the dirt and in the nature and in the I didn't give a crap. I would touch probably some really gross stuff and then eat with my hands afterwards, and I was always fine.
You know, there was some guy I saw the other day online on Instagram, and he always said that he goes, and he was in like construction or something, and he had like a bunch of oil on his hands. He goes, you know, guys, one wise man told me, if you take your hands and rub them on your pants and nothing's on your pants, then nothing will get on your food. And he just picked up a sandwich and just started like throat goating his sandwich. And I was just like, honestly, the concept makes plenty of sense if it's like dirt or something, but I just like, I'm like a
work
germ.
for germs.
Yeah, because like germs, it's not just gonna.
That doesn't work for germs.
But it worked for dirt. Like, I was like, oh, that concept makes sense because his hands were like pitch black with dirt.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it won't come off in your sandwich.
I suppose so.
But what else did you touch?
Exactly. But I guess that, I don't know. I feel like if you're housing food like that all the time and you're fine, you're probably fine. The same thing with like the 5-second rule. I'd be like, it's a 30-second rule, a minute rule. That's a cookie. I can't waste that.
Very much depends on whose floor it is. Because like I would eat off
True.
my floor.
True.
Would never in a million years eat off Eric's floor because they've got dogs.
Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't eat off someone's floor with dogs.
His backyard's sand, so they bring the sand. Like, I'm not eating anything off that floor. My grandma's house, Carmine, my ex, when we were making cheesecake, my grandma, when she was teaching us how to do it, accidentally drops a dollop of cheesecake on the floor, and Carmine, like, was so appalled, but I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense, because it was so just not like her, because she was so clean. She takes it, bends over, she goes, oh, I dropped some cheesecake, and just licks it up, and Carmine was like, did you just eat that off the floor? And I was like, yeah, she did. Like, this woman cleans like crazy.
I was going to say, your grandma's house is spotless at all times.
I was like, Carmine, if there's one floor to eat off of, it is just her floor. Like, if you're ever going to pick a floor, like, pick my grandma's floor.
That's the cleanest floor.
There's going to be nothing on it. And after we were in the car driving home, he goes, did you see that she like literally was like sticking in her gums and teeth? Like she was sticking stuff in her mouth? Oh my God. And I was like, oh. That lives rent-free. That like image rent-free in my head for the rest of my life.
That's so funny.
And she looked,
she's
and Carmine was
delicious.
Like, what?
Oh, I want cheesecake now so bad. Lewis, thank you
Lewis.
so much for the super chat. Xia and Jenna, both of you are beautiful humans and awesome.
Thanks.
Lewis, so are you.
Thanks,
right back
Lewis.
at you, my friend. Thank you so much. And I'm with B-Shrek. He's right. We have super germs now because people keep using hand sanitizer every 5 minutes.
Like we're not adapting.
Yeah, no. He's right. Some germs are good within reason. If you touch poo and you get poo on your hands, you better frickin' wash them.
Heard of E. coli? Hell yeah.
Yeah, E. coli. You don't want any of that stuff. But some germs are good. We shouldn't go too crazy. And those wants you to wash your hands at home too. Not gonna happen. I'll wash my hands before I make dinner tonight, though. I will do that. That is what I shall do. Nick, we got another story? We got time for another story? Okay, good. Oh, yeah, this one was so weird. I remember this one. Hey!
Oh, sorry, I'm like mid-yawn. Hey!
Hi, Sean, a.k.a. Beast. What's up? Welcome. And thank you for the super chat. When is Chip coming on the show? We need to hook Jenna up with him. They would
my
be
God. I would
fucking
grab
hilarious.
this man by his fake strands. Go, shut the damn hell up, you and your damn voice. Oh my God. Ugh,
Okay, so
David.
here's something that you need to know, Jenna Beast. And a couple of people have been like, Jenna hates characters and she hates Chip.
I don't know. Okay, so
And the
here's the
voice.
thing. I think if he was here, the voice, I'm like, enough is enough. And it's nothing against him. It's just anyone that does like a voice.
So yeah, Jenna and Chip are not going
Here's
to
the thing,
jive
but
well.
I say that and I'm very like non-confrontational, and I guarantee if he was on here, we would probably have such a fun time. Like, I'm dead serious. If I ever met him, we would probably vibe hard. But I'm just like talking so much smack just because he does a fake voice.
She's like,
That's
I would hate it.
That's it. It's just the voice.
I do fake voices, yes.
What are your fake voices?
I have different characters. So Svetlana is Russian.
Mm-hmm.
She is from Ukraine. She's the reason that Xia gets boob job, because she was really tired of being flat for so long. Yes, Nick.
She's Ukrainian.
She's Russian, but she says she's from Ukraine because you know all the
I didn't
crazy
even catch
stuff going
that.
on.
That's
She
funny
really
as hell.
doesn't want people to
Oh.
judge her too harshly. She is good Russian. Yes.
Yeah, my friend Sal, his alter ego is this guy named Raj. He's my best friend.
Raj?
Absolute best friend. He goes, hello, my name is Raj. And he'll call me, he goes, have you tried? He'll just call me and I'm like, oh, Sal, what's up? And he goes, hello, my friend. It is Raj. And he just says, he's like, it's my alter ego.
Do you hate it?
I love it. Raj, this character, and just because my friend Sal is hysterical and we vibe so hard together, anytime he gets into Raj, I'm like, I'm hanging out with Raj now, and that's it. And he'll
You're
just
like, come on,
he'll
Raj,
just go
let's
off
go get
as
lunch.
Raj.
Let's go get lunch,
But
Raj.
he does. He's like, I just let myself go, and it's like this whole new part of me. I'm like, maybe you were just Raj in a past life, past life.
Or maybe Raj is slowly taking
Oh my
over
God.
and
He literally will call me up and
That's
just
gonna
go,
be the
have
dominant
you tried
soon."
clicking Control-T, my friend? Reboot the computer. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, hello, my friend.
this is a compliment coming from you, Sean, because you live in Russia. Or actually, are you back there yet? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that was really not a bad Russian accent. I will take
Honestly,
that.
that wasn't. I was expecting
Thank
way worse
you.
for some reason because I can't do accents.
The only accent
Not a
I can
single
actually
one.
do semi-decently is Russian, and I'm pretty sure it's just because I'm
Do you
Russian.
think that's why I hate people that do like voices? Because I can't do them.
I don't know, maybe.
It's almost like if you're gay and you hate gay people. Is that what it could be?
Maybe.
Is that why I hate
It's possible.
voices?
You're like, I can't do voices, so I'm mad.
Dang.
I also have Myrrh. She's from the South. She works at a Motel 6 down in the South. She doesn't have a car, and she's only got a couple teeth, but she does the best she can. So that's Myrrh. Not back yet. God damn it, dude. I really hope you get back soon. I know your wife and your kid is there, so that sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Power Rangers 30th anniversary.
Oh, yeah. That's coming up. The Pink
Damn.
Ranger's not coming back.
Or the red one.
Or the Red Ranger, yeah. Which they were...
It's just the blue and the black.
It's the blue and the black.
There's only 2 Power Rangers now?
Well,
I don't watch Power Rangers.
Original.
That was the original.
Oh, okay.
The
I was like, what?
green...
How did you show
and,
that?
wait, no. It was green and white, right?
The same power.
Yeah, green and white are the same Power Ranger. He died recently. He killed himself. That was like within the
I
last
remember
year.
we spoke about that.
Yeah, and then the Yellow Ranger, which they made an Asian woman, and looking back on that wasn't the best choice. But they made the Yellow Ranger. She died in a car accident like years ago.
Damn. These Power Rangers ain't so powerful. Sorry, that was bad. That was messed up to say. That was really bad. Okay, we're just guys. I just got canceled. I could have a great night, everyone. Not believing. They canceled me.
Suicide in a car crash.
Oh my god, that was great. I really wish we had the car crash sound. That would have been perfect. Oh, that was amazing.
That's the one funny thing I will say for like the next 2 months.
I loved it so much.
Oh, Eric has this thing. Eric has this thing because like I'm not witty. So when I have those like super small moments, I say something funny. It's like I literally like it'll be the next 2 months, and then anytime he's like, Jenna, that was funny for once, and we both start cracking up.
You gotta start taking notes of them. Be like, these are all the dates and times that I was funny, and this is what I said.
Oh, I'm telling you, I think in my free time I might take like a comedy class to try to be like more witty.
I agree. That's why I need to do characters. Ryan, you very rarely have good ideas, but that was a good one. Yes, you got to do. Oh, yes, Undertow is also 30 today. Thank you, Old Nerdy. God, that's such a good album. I love Tool so much. Anyway, and then I also have another character, Stacy, and she's a Valley girl. She always says like, oh my God, I went out with my girls yesterday and we totally had such a blast. That's everyone's favorite.
That sounds like any middle schooler right now who's like stuck in,
I was being sarcastic. That's everyone's least favorite. Everyone hates Stacey.
I was like, there was a few people, I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want to like damper the mood after my Power Rangers comment even more. What is it? A few people were like, oh, don't ask about Stacy.
Everybody hates Stacy.
I won't ask about Stacy.
No one likes Stacy.
What about your Hawaiian?
Nick's trying to get me to talk Pidgin. He's trying to get me to go into a Pidgin accent. Have you never heard Pidgin?
Nope.
Oh, we got to play a video for Jenna to hear it. I'm not as good at it as other people. It's like a Creole language kind of. It's a mishmash from like the sugarcane plantation days, because there were like Filipino, Hawaiian, Japanese, Chinese, white people. White people. Yeah, Russian is everyone's favorite. Everyone loves Svetlana.
I like Svetlana.
Svetlana. Everyone loves Svetlana.
I like her a lot. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm like fondling my belly button piercing right now. So if you see me like going like this, I'm just like, I do this thing where I just like play with it sometimes. It's like bad. It's like a habit.
It's not bad.
I'll like not even catch. I just like will catch myself doing it, and I'm like, oh, I'm like fondling my button.
All I do is touch my boobs now.
Fondling my button.
Following my button. You know what the word belly button? You know what belly button is in Hawaii or Hawaiian?
I would love to hear.
Pico.
Pico.
Yeah, so I always called it a pico when
like
I got
Pico de Gallo. What is it?
Kind of like Pico de Gallo. De Gallo, you are the whitest girl I know. That was
amazing. I was gonna mess it up. I was like, I'm gonna say it. It's gonna be botched.
Ravenclaw, thank you so much. Petition to bring Svetlana to Sexy Sisters. We should do a Svetlana stream. Pico. So when I got it's Piko. When I got my belly button pierced, I went to get my Pico pierced and I called it a Pico ring. It wasn't until I moved here that I started calling it a belly button, really. There are certain, like, I don't speak Hawaiian, but there are fluently, my niece does, but there are certain words that like Pico is one, or like for whole, puka is whole. And so those were
you say like your booty puka. Wait, what was it?
You could say your booty puka.
Puka?
Yeah, puka. So like puka shells necklaces, those puka shell necklaces, it's whole. It's because there's a hole in it. That's what that is.
Okay.
So there's oh my God, B-Shrek, I swear to God. Yeah, we also call what you guys call flip-flop slippers, but there are 100, and I refuse to call them anything else. There are 100% like lots of words that it took me, like I had to relearn here.
Yeah.
Because people wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about. Because it's such a part of your everyday speak over there that just certain Hawaiian words get like mixed in with your regular talking. Yeah. I'm not going to do Pidgin. A'ole means no.
Ola?
A'ole.
Ole?
A'ole.
A'ole?
It's A-Okina O-L-E.
She's like, A-Okina, like I know what the hell Okina is.
See, yeah, and there's another one. And Okina is like it's like a comma kind of at the top. Like if you do A with the comma at the top.
Like and an apostrophe?
An apostrophe, thank you. Not a comma. Why was I mixing
I'm like, comma down here. I'm like, comma's on the bottom. Like, wait, there's a word for that.
An apostrophe, thank you. Those are called Okina in Hawaiian. And so like that, there's just like weird stuff that I still want to say. Like I try to order ahi avocado rolls sometimes, and the people are like, what? And I'm like, oh, tuna. Sorry, tuna. So like weird stuff like that. So it takes me a while. I will never say water ice. How dare you? It is Italian ice. I married an Italian man from New Jersey, not from Philadelphia. I like Philly.
You married like the whitest, lengthiest Italian man.
I really did. My family was like, I am not surprised. All right.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christmas.
We have another. Old nerdy, oh my God. Everything in Hawaiian sounds like another word for puse. A little poontang. No, we call that in Hawaii, that's punani.
Oh, I say getting that punan.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'll totally say, I'm like, yo, you get that punan lately?
There you go.
That's funny. It's probably exactly where it came from. They just dropped a letter.
They just dropped the I. There you go. That's exactly what it is. We have another story. A former teacher's pet who got engaged to her favorite high school teacher over a decade later says she and her fiance are targeted by trolls who disapprove of their relationship. So I guess it was 10 years later.
It's 10 years later. If you meet someone at a bar, you say, hey, can I like teach you whatever?
And it is a little bit weird, though, to bang your teacher 10 years later. I don't know.
I mean, well, here's the thing, and I'm not ever saying this, but I'm saying, like...
It's two ladies. They're lesbians. Look at them. Monica Ketchum. What is she? Ash's sister? What is this? Gotta catch 'em all.
Sean.
Monica Ketchum, 31, from Big Rapids, Michigan, Sean, decided to search for her favorite school teacher, Michelle Foster, on Facebook to see how she was. Foster
She just decided to search for her.
Just 10
years later.
She wanted to get that put on.
Said, yeah.
That's what she was after.
Damn.
Foster 56 taught Ketchum's science class when she was 13 in 2004. Michelle was my 7th grade teacher, and she was my favorite. I was a teacher's pet. I bet you were. And said Ketchum, a forklift driver and content creator. What do you content create?
Way up dude's coming at my blinking. He goes, I'm trapped in here.
We didn't have any relationship besides her being a good teacher until I reached out on Facebook 16 years later. Hold on. She said 11 and then 16. Which is it? Ketchum reached out after going through a rough patch with her family after coming out as gay, and she remembered Foster's class being a safe place, so she got in touch. When Foster received a message from her former goody-goody student in April 2020, she was surprised at first, but after meeting for lunch in August 2021, the two bonded and became close friends. All right.
So here's the thing. I just think it's a little weird. Okay, I'm so happy that she made it a safe place, but like, that was the only person you can reach out to?
Is that right? Well, I mean, I guess she felt safe. Sean, is that true? He said, I had a teacher in high school who married 3 separate students no more than 3 months after they graduated. What? He still works there and coaches track. He's a creep. Yeah, that's Sean. The definition of a creep. That's 3 months
Honestly,
after.
Yeah, our financial literacy teacher in like my school, you would find him sometimes like at the bar. And I don't know if he got a divorce or whatever with his wife, but a lot of people said he would like hit on his previous students, like when they turned 18 and then we're, I guess, like 21. They're
That's
like
creepy.
Yeah.
That's like, creepy. This is a little bit different.
This is, but
like way older. Or I mean, this is like 16 years later. She's like 32. Long-term grooming successful.
Jesus.
Oh, the age, it is interesting. We
honestly did a lot, but that's something I can see. Like when people are straight out of college and stuff like that. I mean, okay, not high school. Like, but I'm saying I can see like you're just a young hot teacher. I had my first day of senior year. I guess they call it literature now. I don't know what they call it. English is what they call it.
English
in high school. Yeah. Depending on the school you go to, but yeah, the first thing I said to her name was Miss Vitale, and I said to her, I was like, Miss Vitale. Never met the girl before. All she knew was I was Rocky's sister. That's all she knew. And she had him. I looked at her. I was like, oh, she was like, oh, I know your brother. I had him, whatever. Obviously, Rock's now out in college and whatnot. And I said, oh my God, Miss Vitale. I was like, has anyone ever told you, like, you are so hot? And she looked at me stunned. But she was just like a hot, younger teacher.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to get with Miss Vitale. So,
was
like,
that your sexual awakening? That's when Jenna was like, I think I like women.
Oh my God. I like everyone in the class because I was with all my friends and all my friends knew I wasn't all that straight. So they were all cracking up and they were like, that's Jenna. Jenna's going to get you. Like, she'll get you. And I was like, damn.
We only had one hot young teacher in Hilo High. It was, and I had her for math. She did the like lower level math students because we're all dum-dums.
We had multiple dime pieces at my high school.
We only had one.
Girls.
She was the only one.
Girls.
She was like it was.
We had one teacher that looked like Slim
Asian.
Shady. So that's the only thing we called him was Slim Shady. He was a substitute and now he's an actual teacher there.
Slim Shady, is hot in an awkward kind of way.
Oh, he was. He was like hot in an awkward kind
of way. In an awkward kind of way.
But he looked so young. It was crazy. Because he was a sub and he was like probably only a couple years older than us.
Well, that's the thing. You think about it. When you get these kids who are straight out of college teaching high school, they're 22. A degree
when you're a substitute.
Oh, that's right.
So like he literally could have been like 19.
He's 19.
It could have been. Like we don't know his actual age, but he could have been like 20 years old teaching us.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like, okay, Dialect, like I can see that saying like I want to bang my teacher. Only the girls though. I just can never understand when people are like, I want to bang my guy teacher.
I never had any hot guy teachers, so I wouldn't know. There were literally none. Yeah. We had the one young Asian teacher. She was super pretty, but like gave off no vibes. Dressed pretty conservatively. Yeah. Like for sure was not like that.
Like just a teacher, right?
Yeah, but like really pretty and definitely very young. She was for sure like fresh out of college, maybe 23. But no, I'm trying to think. Some of the girls had a crush on I think he was like a gym teacher or track teacher, Mr. Kiyamo. I never understood that one. He looked like a Hawaiian version of Lurch. He was like he had a big underbite too. I did not understand. Really? I didn't understand it. Damn. All the girls were like, Mr. Kiyamo. And I was like, ugh, Keamo. And I was like, I don't like this. Hilo High. I wonder if you'll be able to find this. Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
I can't wait. I want to see what he looks like.
Give me a second.
Nick's still looking. I don't know if you'll be able to find it. And then I had my gym teacher was Mr. Desa, and he was like one of the younger teachers, but like not. I never was like, oh,
McLovin said, I effed one of my hot high school teachers. And
high school or later?
That's the other thing. There were stories, like I know some of the seniors, because we had a hot art teacher, and she was also very young. A couple of the seniors, one of them, I think his name was Colin, like had sex with her, I think, when he was a, like actual senior in high school.
Wow, that's so illegal.
Yeah, and that's what that was the rumor. Like we don't
know if
I
it's
just
true.
think that's like a weird.
Kyle, that's his name. Wow, Nick did that real fast.
Yeah, Nick. What
there
the hell?
he is.
Nick's like a better investigator than the majority of the girls out here.
Poor calling out Mr. Kayamo. He's probably like, fuck you, Xia. I'm like, sorry.
I know, he's one of like the random names we see in the chat right now.
I don't get it. I never got it. But a lot of the girls were like, oh, never did nothing for me. Wow. My English teacher would come to school dressing as a Catholic girl outfit with knee-high boots. She knew. She was, woo.
I always told myself if I was going to be a teacher, I would 100% be a hot teacher.
I mean, you're hot, so yes.
Well, like that's what I'm saying. I was like, I would make sure I'm like the hot teacher.
You're like, I'm going to be the hot teacher.
Not that like, just to boost my ego. Just to be like, damn, I'm the hot teacher.
You're like, I can get the young boys if I want to. I won't. But I can.
Very clear, but it's like, yeah.
But if I wanted to,
Miss
I could.
Vitale, the art teacher we had, I don't know what her name was. Like, oh, there was this other teacher. I never had her. Don't even know who she was, but I would see her all the time. And it was like, there was a couple, we would, for some reason at this school, my high school, they would hire like these young girls, women, out of college. Dime pieces. Like the couple hot teachers we had, I was obsessed with them. And most people were. You ask anyone in this, any guy, and they're like, oh, this, and this teacher would F her in a heartbeat.
I think that, well, thank you, Lewis. I think that, that is that when did you start realizing you liked girls? Do you think it was in high school?
I was young. I was
okay,
younger.
You were younger.
And I specifically had like this crush on this girl, and she also liked me, and we were just hanging out a lot and stuff. And I think I was probably in like 6th grade when I started actually like realizing. Mm-hmm. And the reason being is because like you start watching porn and suddenly it's like, wow, I really don't care for the man right now.
You're like, if they just get rid of the guy,
wait a second.
That'd be great.
So it was like right around that time when I started actually like seeing girls and things like that. Another weird one, when I was like young, my dad really, he would just let us watch like R-rated movies and stuff, and sometimes there would be like girls' titties on the screen.
Yeah.
But like I was young, like I'm talking maybe like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And at that time, I never knew what it was, but I would get like tingly feeling.
I would get tingly feeling. I would get tingles
boobs.
everywhere.
And like I don't know, I just like I had a crush on a guy, you know, so I was kind of like, I didn't even know what that was, like, sexuality was.
Right.
But, like, looking back on it, I was like, oh, no, I just, like, as a kid, I also liked boobs.
Right.
You know, it just wasn't really, like, a thing because it wasn't
Boobs are amazing.
talked about, and, you know, there was some people who told me they had problems with it. I.e. my neighbor, she also came to me and she was like, oh, I think I like girls. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
Feel
like girls are...
Yes, because, you know, you've tried catfishing me a dozen times over and getting my nude photos.
Oh, that one.
That one. So
Oh,
I'm like,
okay,
yeah, like,
good.
duh, you like girls. You've literally catfished me.
You're like, you dick.
For pictures of my boobs in middle school. Like, the hell?
What a
the
dick.
hell? So, and then she was like, oh, well, I told my mom that you also like girls, and now she doesn't want me hanging out with you. And I was like, yeah, okay.
You're like, great. I didn't want to hang out with you anyway. Nick, are you on a search for...
Yeah, I can't find Miss Vitality in photos. Like, she doesn't exist online.
Wow, maybe she's a smart teacher, and she's like, you know what? Let me just have no online presence at all.
I don't remember, like, her first name. I don't remember any of my... Michelle? I don't think so.
That's what I feel like by talking about for how...
Or maybe she has an OnlyFans, and her accounts are all anonymous. She's an OnlyFans teacher, and she's like, nothing will be connected to my name in the slightest. Because it is odd to find someone who doesn't have any social media presence this day and age. Like, nothing at all.
Yeah. There was...
Brittany Vitality.
Brittany, I think... I'm trying to think if that was her or the... Vital. I think that might have been the gym teacher. We had two in our school.
Yeah, it says physical education is Michelle Vitality.
Michelle Vitale?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. She was hot, though.
She was hot, though. She was hot.
When was your sexual awakening? Didn't we go over this? I forgot. Sorry.
Oh gosh, my sexual awakening, I think probably watching heavy metal. I was like maybe 8. My dad also let us watch rated R movies and stuff like from very young.
My mom would be like, the kids can't see this. My dad's like, oh, it's boobs. It doesn't matter.
That's kind of how my dad was too.
Yeah.
However, he did not let us watch heavy metal. That was too far. That was like an NC-17. I snuck and watched that one day when he wasn't home. Here you go, heavy metal. No kid should be watching this. And even my dad was like,
even heard of it.
"Oh, it's the best cartoon ever." Even my dad, it's a cartoon. It was on. My dad had it on VHS, and he was like. It was one of those movies that he absolutely did not let us watch, but he also wasn't watching us all the time. Like, we were left at home to our own devices quite a bit. Here it is. There were some boobs and some sex scenes in this that I was like, wow. And that, yeah. South Park did a play. That makes sense. It is still one of the, like, sexiest movies, I think. Like, I think I could still get pretty moist from this movie. I think so.
Nick is making the most like face right now.
Have you ever seen it?
No, the way you said that is.
Oh, what, moist? I was trying to say it in a way that YouTube wouldn't flag anything. I feel like if I said
dropping the F-bomb left, right, and center.
I know, but I feel like sexual stuff is even worse. Like, I feel like that's the stuff they always get us on. But yeah, heavy metal was awesome. I watched that when I was like 8 years old when I was not supposed to be watching it. And there was a lot of boobs and a lot of sex in this. Wow. And a lot of violence. It was awesome. Yeah. Oh, look at us yawning over here. This is terrible.
I know, yeah.
All right,
what time
Nick,
is it? Get us 7:37.
Let's go. We're going to make some dinner. Nick, who doesn't like the word moist?
I used to not like that word. Now I dig it. Same thing with the word see you next Tuesday. I used to like, it used to pierce my ears. Now I'm just like, that effing see you next Tuesday, that dumb whore.
I love that word. See you next
Living
Tuesday
with
is
Eric
my
and his
favorite
family,
swear word.
Eric and his family got such mouths on them. I like can rip someone apart with curse words now. I didn't have that skill before. Now I'm like, F you stupid, your mother sucks. Like,
just take some practice.
And it's just like, yeah.
My dad said that when are they working on another heavy metal? I hope so. I'm gonna watch it. My dad said that when I was little, I was like 1 year old and I was walking around dropping F-bombs all the time. And he's like, I knew I wasn't good, but it wasn't good, but it was so cute watching little 1-year-old Xia run around going, up! Like all the time.
Apparently my brother, one of the first times he said shit was like, we were walking outside and we had my dog Cosmo at the time. And I guess Cosmo took a dump and Rocky stepped and he goes, oh, I just stepped in dog shit. And my dad looked at him and was like, but he couldn't help to laugh. He was like, just to see my brother like say that so confidently, like in front of my dad, knowing that full force it was a bad word we weren't allowed to say.
Because it's just
my
so
dad was
funny.
like, yeah, I just started laughing and told him he couldn't say it.
Because it's a door. To me, I know this just like isn't good. Although it's also stupid that we do this. We give words power and meaning. If we didn't give it any
purple in a derogatory way, then you can make that a curse word.
Exactly. Like I think the whole thing with words is really dumb, and we need to stop with that crap. It's so stupid. Like that being said,
it's like like the word retarded previously was used as like a medical term.
Yeah, they just
like now
one day
it's like
decided
you cannot say retard.
Yeah, they just one day decided that it was what's the word I'm looking for? Offensive all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then they want to say special needs. It's constantly changing, but it changes because we change it. Like it doesn't matter. None of the words matter.
I saw an old t-shirt.
Intention is what matters.
I saw an old t-shirt from I don't know if it was like 80s or something, 50s, whatever it was, but it was a shirt. And it was for a charity, and it was a golf event, and the whole thing was people who were special needs, and it said like "swing for the retarded" on it, because
I saw that on Instagram.
yeah, whatever thing was, but it was supposed to be like a charity, and it was like "swing for the retarded," and it was like that could not fly now.
I wouldn't know, but back then it was perfectly
they
acceptable.
They had it printed on their T-shirts because
I know.
they were just raising money for special needs.
I know. It's just so silly that we do that. Heavy metal was rated R. It wasn't rated NC-17. That's wild. There was straight up sex in that. That's so crazy. Jeez. I mean, I guess you're right. It was the 80s. So I think things were probably rated a little bit differently.
Did Lottie goes, those damn purple moving into my neighborhood.
Exactly. That sounds so derogatory.
Purple.
It's true.
America is soft to the C-bomb. You go to like anywhere England and they just like flows off the tongue for breakfast.
England, Australia, it's just out there.
Yeah.
They call their best friends that. I think it's a great word. I think we should say it more.
I think it's
Damn
really
you,
growing
YouTube.
on me. You bloody
There you go.
That's what it is. There it is.
Look at that.
1982, yeah. Look at that.
It's just, R was harder in the 80s. That makes sense. It's just ridiculous that we're like, hey, we just decide what words are bad. And there are certain words that I understand have a hit, like the N-word has a really gnarly history and a really gnarly history of being bad. Like there are certain words that I kind of understand more so. However, we just take this word that was completely fine to use previously. Like you said, it was a medical term, no issues. And we're like, that's not
on
okay
that t-shirt
now.
You guys just saw, like they were selling that.
It's so stupid. I would pay good money for that shirt. Honestly, I kind of would too. Oh.
I would wear it in public. People would get like really offensive, and I'd be like, "What? Like this was literally for charity, man. Like this has been a shirt passed down for generations."
Right. Like at one
I don't know
point,
how many generations. What was it? You said 82?
82? A few generations. One generation.
Yeah.
It was like
my father's shirt.
Orientals used to be.
Our grandma used that word all the time. She used to say Oriental all the time, and my dad had to tell her that's like a derogatory, offensive word. You cannot say that anymore.
But they don't know that. Yeah, because that's what Nick is saying. That their grandma, and he's right, is the most liberal person in the world. She was
she was best
liberal.
friends with a black and gay man at the same time. Nick, do you remember his name?
Yeah.
What? It's like on the tip of my tongue.
Same.
Right? It'll come to us
Daniel.
later, but
Sorry, what Daniel said. That's how I use it. I don't see the R word as a term for special needs. I've always used it when someone does something unfathomably
exactly the same
stupid.
thing. Yeah, I'm like, dude, are you retarded?
Always
but it's not
how.
like I don't actually mean it like that.
Yeah, you don't mean it for a retarded kid or like a special needs kid. We're gonna get so flagged for this, but I just think it's interesting to talk about language and the way that I hate that. I think that's so stupid. I just think it's so stupid that we're not allowed to talk about these kinds of things because it's just interesting. It's fascinating what we've done with language and how we label certain things bad and other things are okay, and the way that it's constantly changing.
Winston? What was his name?
Mr. Black Gay
something?
Man. Greg says Mr. Black Gay Man. I don't think that's it.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you would talk about him all the time. But, like, at that time, you weren't just friends with black and also gay men. Like, it was especially, But, like, my grandma was just super cool.
She was very liberal, but in her time, the word Oriental was fine.
So she would say Oriental, and we're like, Grandma, you can't use that word. Like, it's now referred to as, like, they're, like, doormats and stuff. And she's just like, why?
Right, why?
Like, it didn't make sense,
Wow. We cannot ban words. That's such a slippery slope, man. Without getting into that, let's go into, you can't ban words. Let's go into, backhand, that's absolutely true. Let's go into our confession of the night. We've got 2 confessions of the night. Let's go. I was 8 months pregnant and I had this insane craving for chocolate cake, so I went to buy one. As soon as I got in the car, I knew I couldn't wait to get home. I got the cake and sat in the back seat so no one would see me. There I sat eating an entire family-sized chocolate cake with my hands. I don't know what came over me. This was almost a year ago now and I haven't told another soul. Thank you. That is all.
The fact that she hasn't told, I would go home right now and be like, babe, guess what I just did in ShopRite parking lot? Like, I would just go right out. I just ate a cake. Not with my hands, though. I don't know if I can eat it with, like, my hands, because my hands would be dirty, you know?
I love that. We're not allowed to talk about something that's so easy to explain. It's ridiculous. I know, old nerdy. It's out of control. All right. This is the most embarrassing moment in my sex life. I feel bloated that time while we're having sex. I can't control how I feel. I'm enjoying our position while trying not to fart on his face. So I'm assuming this is 69ing.
Or I was riding his face, or you're even in doggy. Oh, okay.
I think that I was hoping we get lucky and there wouldn't be anything about poop or farts, but Nick didn't
this
do
is
that
funny,
for us.
though. This is funny.
I tried so hard to the point that I'm losing focus on what I'm doing. I hold it for about 5 minutes until I can no longer hold it. I farted on his face. Why don't you get up and say, excuse me? I'm extremely embarrassed about what happened. I feel like I just want to be swallowed up by the bed. He was silent. We stopped what we were doing. He asked me if my stomach hurts because my fart smells so bad. I lost interest and I told him that we should just do it again next time. I never reached out to him again. This is the most unforgettable sex experience for me. You mean, yeah. I felt like I wanted to become a potato at that time. Oh, no.
Dang.
Oh, no. Oh, Lord.
Yikes.
Yep. Oh, demonic. No, I don't like that. Guys. Oh, thank you so much for watching this episode.
We said we're not even going to talk about it. We're just going to end.
We're just going to end it. Please don't fart in anyone's face. Excuse yourself and get up. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Sexy Sisters.
Unless you like to be farted on, unless you're into that.
Some people are into that.
If you're into that, I got a girl for you, man.
Yeah, if your name is Jim, you'd like to be a little more than farted on. That's all I'm saying. Guys, we'll see you next week at 6 p.m. Eastern, right here. Leave us.
What time's the show?
What time is it? Leave us a like. Leave us a comment. Thumbs up this. It really helps out with the algorithm so that our video gets out there and gets seen more. Growing on YouTube is really hard, especially when we have our the mouths. I have a mouth on me. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Anyway, and if you're not following Jenna, please go follow Jenna at Jenjam Basile, JenJambasile on Instagram. I have it. Oh, and Juna J on OnlyFans for feets.
For feet?
Feet only.
Some feet stuff. That's JUNAJAYY.
Juna J. Yes. Go subscribe, support. If you love feet, Thanks. That is the place to go.
I did oh my God. I did all before, which I still have to go through. Before I was doing this, it was nothing but just feet on feet on feet.
I see so many feet.
There's so many feet. If you scroll through, everything is feet in my
Yours is better than mine. Mine is like boobs and full where I can't even open my camera in front.
Oh, I did it yesterday the other day at the gym, and someone walked by me and I was like,
don't look at my phone.
I literally just closed my phone because it sounded like he giggled, and I was like, no shot, this guy just saw 10,000 photos of me and my feet.
At least it was your feet.
Yes, but I was like, oh damn.
Yeah. There's I gotta be careful with mine. I went to go show the woman that does my hair the color that I want because I'm changing up my color again.
Yeah.
And I went to go show her the color, and when I first open it, it's just boobs, but I mean everything. It was everything, and I was like, don't look. Wait. Let me get to the folder. Let me get to the screenshot folder. Yes. Yeah. So go subscribe, go support. I also have an OnlyFans at XiaLand there. You can find all my stuff at XiaLand, XiaLand. There's an OnlyFans. There is a YouTube, which you're on. There's also a Twitch account that I stream on as well, and Kick, XiaLand on Kick, which I'm going to be starting soon.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to start on Kick soon.
What is the Kick platform? Because I know that for us, it was just a messenger.
So
It's Twitch.
it's Twitch. Yeah, it's Twitch. Kick is basically just Twitch again. So it's another platform of Twitch, but they give you a 95-5 sub split. So Twitch takes 50% of your subs. Kick only takes 5% of your subs.
See, when we use like K-I-K, Kick?
Yeah, no, this is different. It's Kick.
Oh, okay.
But I know what you're talking about. I remember Kick.
I was going to say, I was like, the Kick we used was K-I-K, and I was like, you literally just like talk to anonymous people, and yeah. That's interesting. See, I don't know about these things.
Thanks, Sean. We're just like dudes. We're just like bros and stuff. We're like super cool. Thank you. We're like super cool dude bros.
I am wearing my boxes.
Look at that. She's got Calvin Klein boxers on.
Got these bad boys. Eric got them at
LFG.
TJ Maxx.
Those are, I think, pretty much very similar to Nick's that I used to steal all the time.
Yeah.
They are. They're the same.
Oh yeah, no.
Look at
that. We get the
Different color.
all the Calvin Klein stuff literally at TJ Maxx discount.
Super cheap.
Like, couple
It's
bucks.
fantastic.
And like, yeah, it looks like, oh shit, Jen's got Calvin Klein on. Like, no,
Fancy.
this was like the discounted. They were gonna throw it out. I said,
Very cheap.
grabbed it.
We'll see you guys next week. Sunday is the next snack stream. It is Easter Sunday snack stream. We'll figure out something good.
Just do a bunch of like candy.
XiaLand on Twitch. Yeah,
Easter
we'll do a bunch of fun
candy,
Easter candy.
unless it's chocolate, I always think it's disgusting.
I love there's these trolley. This comes out around Halloween, but I think they do something similar on Easter. It's like a trolley candy corn.
Greg.
And it's the greatest thing I've ever had in my life.
Candy corn.
But I love all candy. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Bye.
Thank you for hanging out with us.